Everyone, and welcome to Riders on the Storm. This week we go to Western Las Vegas, Woodsborough. It's going to be a heck of a time. Before we go around and say hello to everyone, please take a moment to check out all of the opening links that are currently being spammed in chat, including all the places you can go to find us online, all the places you can go to support us, all of the places you can find our sponsors, Bird in the Storm Publishing, and especially today Mage Hand Press, who made this expansion for D&D 5e, which we are currently playing. And also we've got a whole bunch of discounts at a whole bunch of places for all sorts of tabletop goods. Check out the websites, use our codes, get 10 to 15% discount, everyone's happy. There's also there's also a tweet. If you could retweet the tweet, that would help us tweet more in the tweeter. So tweet. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. This week, let's start with Milady Saito.
Hello, my name is Milady Saito, and I will be playing Rode, the hell-raising, liquor-slaying gunslinger. And she's unfortunately just arrived back home. Home, sweet home. We'll see how well that goes.
I mean, what can go wrong?
Everything. What could go right? What could go right is the problem.
We'll continue clockwise around the screen and welcome Kent Weebs. Oh, hi, Kent. Do you need flipping?
Yes, I need flipping. That's just how we do it here. Like, please flip me. Hi, Kent Weebs here. I will be playing Killin' Time. He is a young outlaw. He's a half-elf drow. He's got like this really cool silver skin. He's got long jet black hair. He kind of dresses like Eraserhead from My Hero Academy. He's just like your typical rogue, outlaw, emo, dead inside, typical person that I usually play. And it should be fun. He's got like these revolvers and shotguns and a dagger and a tomahawk. So, yeah. That's my dude. Okay.
Kent is right now being flipped, so the Yeti is now on the left as we look at the screen. Kent, okay, there we go.
Perfect.
You're welcome. So vain, so vain. Next around we come to Phoenix 24 Femme Angela. Oh hi.
Oh hi there, everybody. For anyone who hasn't seen me before on Scrat's channel and other streams, hello everyone. I am going to be playing Valeria Arzabe, the Gospel Domain Wood Elf Cleric, who is coming here to bring the light and joy of the Lady of Change herself, Avandra, and hopes to bring blessings and goodness to all of y'all, and bad fortune to all those who do harm to others.
Teehee. And last but most certainly not least, we have Mackenzie Lane. Oh, hi, Mackenzie.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie, or Mac, Mackenzie Lane DA on Twitter, and today I am playing, once again, Jin Harker, the rootinest, tootinest, shootinest warlock in the Wild Wild West, who might be flirting with the devil and or chasing down death in order to save her husband. It's complicated.
I mean, I've been here the whole time. It doesn't seem that complicated to me. I'm just saying.
It's just bad decisions, bad decision o'clock every day.
Yeah, that sounds more like it. It's just bad decisions and a whole bunch of lust coming in my opinion. But there we go. So
Wow.
last week we were just entering Woodsborough. Ro requested to separate from the group and head in ahead on her own, which she can 100% do now.
That's make way to me. Okay, a segue. Okay, so I will.
Sorry.
Okay, so I was like, what's happening next? No, so she is going to be going to what would have been in her mother's unlabeled grave. So she's gonna have to go there first. Is there anything that's gonna happen on her way?
Well, as you walk through town, you can see it's grown in size significantly. Where it was just like a brothel, maybe a dice house / poker house, a gambling house, and a saloon owned by one rancher. It now looks like buildings as far as the eye can see.
Oh no.
Dice houses, poker tables, brothels. There's a whole horse racing track. Lots of drinking houses, which are labeled as drinking houses. Come and bet on your favorite drinker. Perhaps more impressive than all is stage shows, dances, the works. Go on.
Is I hate to ask, is there something built where Ro buried her mother?
Well, where did Ro bury her mother?
Just slightly outside of town, but it was slightly outside of town when the town was smaller. So I tragically hate to ask.
How did you mark the grave?
She was young with a stone. She was poor, very broke. Many stones were the only way to mark it.
I'm going to say no. Nothing is built on your mother's grave. It's a close run thing. I think that you can see that there is there's a building nearby, and when they were digging the foundations things, if they'd have done it like slightly, just like a couple of meters west, it would have been directly where your mother's grave was. As it happened, this is down a back alley.
So now my mother's grave's in a back alley.
Yes, indeed.
That's even worse.
It looks as though maybe people haven't built on this part because it's quite lush ground. There is some grass growing and flowers growing there.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Well, so Ro will come over to it, like normal, and just stare over it for a minute, and she'll glance around. Hopefully, do I see anyone? Did anyone follow me?
No, actually. There's people all over. You can see a variety of people from all sorts of different places. 10-gallon hats left, right, and center. Panama hats, all sorts of hats walking around. Gunslingers, gamblers, hawkers, strongmen, even people who are dressed in glitzy outfits. Some in drag, others in like full suits with like open chests, I think Freddie Mercury style outfits with big capes, and it seems glamour has come to this town.
She's gonna nod, and she's like, "Well, I never thought I was gonna be back here." She's gonna start to talk to the grave, like it's gonna respond back to her. Obviously, she talks a lot of things, thinks it's gonna respond back to her. And she's like, "I'm gonna have to make some bad choices." And she'll pour a little shot onto the grave. She'll sit down for a minute, and she'll just zone out a bit, and she's like, you know, I never thought I'd be back here with you. I see that this town seems to be doing much better than I ever thought it would do. And you seem to be moving on and just fine. I gotta make some choices. I know you wouldn't be too happy with my choices I made, but could be worse, right? We have to finish her. We have to do what we started. We all just been running from this darkness. I've been running so long, I just realized that I am just fated to be what it is. And maybe the darkness is me. But we're gonna finish this. Don't worry. It's just good to see that you've been better. And she's gonna lean back a little bit and just take a moment before trying to contemplate how she's gonna do it. Gonna do some. She knows her mail's probably just waiting there for her.
You can see as you're walking through, you would have probably taken note of a large house where the postmaster station was. It's now a full postmaster's depot.
Oh. You know.
And why don't we pan away, giving Ro a moment with her mother? And pan to Jin as Jin enters town. Jin, your two compadres see the first saloon and they say, well, I'm bushed, and they head off to go and get rid of the final stenches of the shit demon and have a drink.
We ain't talking about that. We're not talking about that. I've been here before as well, but not as long ago as Ro. So was I around when it was big? Is it still bigger than I was? I was like maybe a couple months out.
It's definitely... How long ago?
Couple months?
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
like
no, this is just like you remember it.
3, 4? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Pretty-
like, you know, there's shows going on everywhere and everyone doing things. Oh yeah, this is Woodsborough, all right. I've decided the county is now called Danada, so we can say Woodsborough Danada.
I don't get it. Okay. Yeah, I'll walk in, I guess. Jin doesn't like hanging around in bars, so she probably wouldn't go to a bar, but I guess either if there's dance hall or a gambling house or some other social gathering place, she'll just probably pop in. See if she recognizes anyone. Probably tries to avoid a couple people because she skipped down.
Yeah. How will you bump into Valeria?
Well, where do you think Valeria would be?
Good question.
Valeria would definitely, well, pretty much anywhere where there's gambling or where there's likely to be very debaucherous behavior, especially in related to the exchange of coin. Valeria is probably just going to be sitting at a table nearby, just kind of that person who's like follows a friend when you know they're about to get very, very drunk, and you're like, I will help you with your poor decisions afterwards. I understand that as much as I try, you will do this, and I will help you afterwards, telling you that I was right the entire time.
Jin probably heads to one of the, I guess the dice houses or one of the gambling spots where Valeria is also there. Not to play, just to spectate as well. There's a weird sense of familiarity and fondness with gambling. Yeah. And so she'll walk in. Do you think you'd be sitting at maybe like a table in the corner, or I don't know.
Yeah, she would probably be somewhere either in the corner. She would either try and take the most nondescript spot within the entire building, or she would take the most central spot so she could see everybody. As she probably stands out in comparison, like color scheme and her hair and everything, in comparison to other folks around her, even with this kind of town's glamorous affair.
Yeah, Jin kind of just just kind of walks the perimeter of the gambling house, just kind of sizing up the people in there. Probably takes notice of you, and then makes a mental note to maybe talk to you, but not right now because you're in the center of a gambling house, and it's a bad thing for attention.
And where would we find Kaylin? In the same establishment? In a different establishment?
What establishment are we in right now?
Casino, basically.
Yeah, should we say this one in particular is a dice house? Their speciality is dice tables.
Oh yeah, you definitely find Killen at a dice house, trying to swindle people for money.
Fantastic. Why don't we put you both at the same table?
Sounds great.
So Valeria and Kaylin, you are currently playing dice against each other. If you like, I can come up with some quick dice rules and we can actually play a game.
I would love to.
I'd be happy to play.
Cool. The game will be called Cups. No one knows why. A 6 is a cup. You roll 3 dice. Most cups wins. If no one gets any cups, house wins.
I would like to use sleight of hand to win.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Okay, sounds great. Or like to cheat. I mean, not to win.
Yeah, on a 20, you can roll 5d6 and pick the best 3.
Okay.
Do I just roll 5d6 or 3d6?
3d6 if you're not cheating.
Okay. She wouldn't see any point in cheating. No, she doesn't get any.
No
Okay,
cups.
so-
House wins.
Dang.
Nature of this kind of thing, it goes, fortune favors the bold, but doesn't
It's-
always stick around with you.
Cheap and cheerful, though. It's only 2 coppers to buy in, so that's what, a beer? Anyone can join. There's some open seats as well, Jen.
Jin will walk over. Why not? She's got some spare change.
Sure.
Yeah, so she'll toss something in there. We'll go for it.
Cool. Why don't we have another round?
Heck yeah.
I have some math.
Can I keep the sleight of hand, or do I have to re-roll it every time?
I'll let you keep it. If we
Awesome.
if we do a different game, I'll make you reroll.
Okay, sounds good.
Valeria has 1 cup. So does Jin. Kalen pulls 2 out of his ass.
Mm-hmm. Exactly out of my ass too.
Right out of the butt.
Everyone drop their coppers by 2 except Kalen, who increases his coppers by 4.
I was gonna ask if I could have seen the cheating, but then I realized Jin has terrible passive
If you would
perception.
like
No.
if you would like to inspect Kalen now that he's won, if you suspect he's cheating, then you can make an active perception check. We'll use passive unless you wish to make an active check.
No, I realized
I
I have
would
to
like
roll a
to.
nat 20. So no, I'm not.
I would like to, just for
Sure.
the sake of testing it out. Nah. Oh, wow. Same roll on both of those.
Yeah. I mean, Kalen seems legit, just shifty, right?
I've got like a gray scarf around half my face, so you don't really know what's going on. And then there's the black hair that's just falling apart. So really you're getting is just like this.
Going real edgelord into you.
Oh,
It's a
heck
little-
yeah.
It's a little window to the soul. Window
Yes.
to the soul.
Larry is entirely unfazed by any of this. It's just like, another local.
So either you from around here?
Well, no. You don't see many drow around here, do you?
That's very common, actually.
Oh,
Well,
I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. Yeah, that's actually very common. Yep.
crap.
This is not a good town at all. I'm sorry.
Oh, then
Hey, there
yes.
are good drow. It's just that all the drow I've encountered might have been sent by the devil, but it's fine.
Definitely
I
not
think-
sent by the devil.
That is true. There are a number of drow here, but most of them are working some angle. They're here to flounce people. The only drow that Jin would have met out and about on the streets would have been sent by her contacts.
My lawyer in a couple episodes back was a drow. So
Okay.
if you look at Jin, she's like if you look at Jin between pulling dice out of your ass, she might be sizing you up a little bit and trying to figure out like, are you full drow? Do I know you? Am I supposed to meet with you? I don't know.
I'm from all over the place. There we go. There's the answer.
Fair enough. How about you, miss?
Well, first of all, pleasure to make your acquaintance. Usually prefer to explain myself better to someone who gives me their name, if you don't mind, but I'm very happy to oblige your question. I travel around and more just the kind of types just spread the word wherever I can go. Mother would be real proud. Her and her wife used to do the kind of thing that I was involved with, and I try and take after her example. Delightful folks. We just try and spread the word of Avandra. Frankly, even keep the symbol noted on my head. And her hair is like really like super long on one side, but entirely shaved on the other. But you can see there's a whole set of there's a whole actual map of the area, like basically just like shaved into it with a little star point, but also 3 little windy symbols that are the religious sign for Avandra. Just basically her haircut is a praise to Avandra.
You a holy person?
Holy, divine, helpful, same kind of thing for the most part. Depends if you need someone to save you or not. Or you need a saving?
You want another round? On me. It'll
Yes,
cost you 2 copper. Not you.
I'm.
You won last round. You got enough change.
I'll be quite fine. And she just sort of she pulls out sort of a cane that's by her side that she's sort of using to help steady herself for the most part. And she sort of just slightly taps her stomach a little bit. Not the strongest kind of constitution, not the strongest stomach either. Alcohol doesn't sit too well. Be rather kind for offering.
I meant another round of the game, but I don't drink either.
My apologies for assuming.
Well, I got 2 extra copper if you want to go one more round.
Was never actually told out of character how much money I start with, so I don't actually know if I have money to put into the game. Otherwise, say yes.
If you're in Vegas, I tell you what, roll me a d4. You've not had the best luck. You are down to your last 10 coppers.
Sounds about right. I'd be happy to put in a little bit.
Well, Jin will give you 2 coppers for this one.
Well, thank you.
Well, if we're ready to roll again, roll again.
Do one more round.
Kaylin wins with 1 cup.
What a surprise! Shocking.
I'm shooketh.
Kaylin, you
This
can
game-
increase your coppers by 4, and Jin, you can reduce your coppers by 4.
Alright, I think I'm tapping out after that one.
The dealer who is just sort of mostly stands quiet, being a adjudicator, just says, "Remember, y'all, you can increase your bets anytime you like, but if there's no cups, it goes to the house."
Oh, we can raise them, can we? I'm gonna put all 8 in.
Do we have to match?
Why, yes.
Like I said, I'm tapping out.
Oh, it's not as fun when I'm doing it alone. Okay, fine. If you don't want to play, more money for me.
I mean, I arrived in town, 5 minutes ago? I'd rather not run my pockets empty just yet.
Where are you coming from?
Travel stop. Town ways back that way. Real small place. On my way home, actually. Figured I'd stop by, have a little fun before hitting the road.
This town seems fun for that kind of thing.
It's a hoot and a holler.
All right, I'm gonna place my bet.
You will need someone to bet against, sir, otherwise...
Oh, then you... he just rolls anyway.
Well done, you.
I was waiting to not say anything just to see what would happen on his end because he didn't wait for me to say anything. So it's just like I'm just gonna sit back, and Valeria's just gonna watch him and just sort of like poke him in the shoulder and be like, "You might want to wait for other people to give you an answer next time."
I just figured that you were still sitting here, and you were enjoying the fine company.
I can enjoy fine company without having to deal in hand.
Well done, sir. You keep your cups for rolling that cup there, but I will have to ask y'all if you're not playing anymore to clear the seats for other players.
More than happy to oblige.
Well, considering that someone won all our money, I wouldn't mind keeping you around for a little bit, just for a little extra luck as we keep going around.
I mean, I am pretty lucky.
Luckier than I. Why don't we go for a walk? I could use a couple of new friends in this town. And as I walk away, I'm just gonna quietly survey the area, see if there's any people I may or may not recognize, people whose might be members of gangs that I might have murdered.
It's so busy, Jen. There's so many people. You can see people who drow, dwarves, elves, humans, even dragonborn. There's a contingent of dragonborn. They must have come a long way to be here. Too much hodgepodge to really recognize anyone.
Valid. Then I will walk with them, and we will see where the day in Western Las Vegas takes two very poor decision makers and their unfortunate parent.
On the way out, you're handed a flyer. It's about a stage show. Saito, what was Rose Madam's name again?
It's Madame Victoria.
That's it. Yeah, Madame Victoria's stage show and dance. He says, "Hey there, there's a big show going on. Starts in 5 minutes." He hands you a flyer.
Ro never told me the madam's name, so it does not ring a bell to me.
Show's
Well?
free as well. All you gotta do is pay for your drinks.
Well, considering I don't drink, this might be a good opportunity.
Well, at the very least, I'm sure a kind fellow over here would be happy to oblige us a drink. He seems to have all our money. I'm sure he's the kind type who would be happy to oblige a drink or two to his company.
I could be persuaded.
Well, what would you like for persuasion?
What you got?
You have all our money. I don't know what more you want.
what skills do you have? Like, what can you do?
Can offer a song if you'd like a little performance. I do a little singing every now and then for those who want to hear it, divine word or not.
That's good information. I'm down.
Well, I know my way around, I think. It's been a while, but shall we?
Happy to follow your lead, and gestures with the cane and lets you like lead the way. She just sort of walks very carefully, a little bit of heavy lean on the cane. She seems a little bit in pain every now and then, but carrying along.
Jen does the thing where you pretend like you know where you're going, but you're not entirely sure, but it's familiar enough that you can fake it. Jen.
And why don't we, as they make their way to this establishment, pan back to Ro. It's been a while, Ro. Certainly enough time for people to win and lose all the money on dice. What's Ro up to?
Rose got her hat down, and she's got it on top of the grave, which would be hopefully still like stones and stuff. And she looks pretty devastated, distraught a little bit. She hopefully just looks up. She's like, I don't know how I'm supposed to go in there and just. This town was much smaller than it was now. I'm sure Madame is definitely waiting for me. This is a terrible idea. This is why you don't look back. Is the people still going down the streets? Like publicizing this show?
You're probably because you're staying close to the where you started off, right? Where the original town was. You can probably hear the music start up coming from over where the Madam's Plouse was. Where the Madam's Plouse was, where the Madam's place was.
She's gonna slowly like lower her head a bit. She'd be like, she always did think the dancing was the way to bring in the customers, didn't she? If you're watching right now, if I don't see you by the end of the day, and not because I ended up the same place that you did. Grab her hat. Put it on. But it's not your fault. Sometimes life pans out like it does. Let's go finish this, Ro. Ain't no one call you death row for no reason, and there's no reason why you can't finish what you started. Buck up and be the monster that you are. Let's go. She's just gonna head out.
Sure, you start heading towards, and I think you'll probably arrive around the same time, that you don't have to be together. There's enough people coming in to be separate, if you like. You can see people on the door, and you can see people behind the bar. You can't see the Madam anywhere, as the music...
Do we notice each other? Like, do I notice that Jen has walked in? Because I don't know her company yet.
Up to you.
I'm gonna roll perspective check, and you can tell me. Perspection. No. Okay. So I think that's too low to notice, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So she will just move up to the bar first, and she'll keep her hat held down low. And she'll say to the bartender, like, make me something strong. And where is the lady of the evening? I'm sure she's been waiting for me.
The lady of the evening? I'm sorry, Sugar, I don't quite understand.
Where's Victoria?
Oh, didn't you hear?
No.
But just as she's about to start saying, the stage suddenly gets busy as 4 men dressed as gunmen from the army walk onto stage or march onto stage, following the beat of the piano. Yeah, sort of almost like a ballet march as they go in like time, brandish the guns, twirl, and pause, and everyone's like, and she's like, oh, show's about to start. Here's your drink, and she just passes you a whiskey. When the music stops, which I missed the cue for, when the music stops, the curtains open, and there is a solitary woman standing on stage, with feathers around her ruff and feathers at her hips. She's wearing long tights and heels, and the music has completely stopped. And she looks across everyone in the crowd.
Do I recognize her?
Make me a history check.
Yeah. Big one.
She kind of looks like one of the other girl's daughters. When way back when, like you would have known them as about like only maybe 5 or 7, somewhere around that age. But they look enough like their mother that you're like, is that Ruby?
Yep, and then she just lowers her hat a little bit lower, hopefully not to make any eye contact.
She looks across everyone and just bursts into song. I'm tired. I'm tired of playing the game. The men, they are all the same. The devils, they want the same thing. I only get a break when I sing. And like some of the men nearby the bar start like cheering and clapping. She says, I've dodged hundreds of packs with demons and devils. My show would be axed if I couldn't spot the fine details. I'm tired. So very tired. And the song carries on that way, very much along the theme of demons and devils frequenting the establishment. The song will wind down afterwards. The men come back on. They begin dancing around her. One of them, in between choruses, is like, "She's tired!" and helps lift her up and spins her round. They are doing like cross-leg marching now, so like plie-ing as they march and twirl their guns, and they all leave stage, and everyone's cheering. It really works up the crowd quite a lot.
Jin's very hot under the collar right now. No particular reason.
I think when the show's ended, she comes back out to cheers, and she starts walking along the stage and just interacting with people. I would like to put your group near the front just for fun. And I think she's going to step off the stage in front of Kaylin. Be like, what's your name, Sugar?
My name?
You heard me. What's your name?
Well, it's certainly not Sugar.
And she, like, feeling the descent, looks to the crowd and goes, I guess he's not so sweet. And people laugh with her, very much the crowd trying to support her,
I have the unfortunate name of Killin' Time.
Galen time. Maybe I should see you later on. It sounds more fun than some of these chumps.
He just gets beat red. Or, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, I haven't had this much experience with this kind of talk. I'm just gonna big teardrop just comes down like
So don't panic, sugar. I'll look after you. Runs a hand across your shoulder.
face gets redder, just makes a cringe like
She looks.
Just like in the scarf and it's just red on top.
She looks to Jin and says, "You should get this man a drink. Look at him; he's so stiff." And she's going to pinch you, Kaylin.
and he, at that point he just like blood red just comes out of his nose, just like
She carries on. The room's getting louder as people are conversing again.
You alright there?
I don't usually have that many people talking to me, so lots of, when more than one person's talking to me and they're touching me, I just was like, oof.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't it only the one person actually talking to you?
That's a lot of people.
And that's fair.
Oh, you're lucky to get such a great lady. Oh god, my accent's slipping. I've been practicing other ones and I've lost Jin's.
It's okay. I don't even have. I'm like going from like anime to western to anime to western again. So like I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, I think you can find yourself quite a company later. You keep that up. Very playful, like jibing elbow.
She seems a little old for me though.
I mean, how old are you?
21.
Ah. Yeah, that might change things.
Jin, if you like, you can do an insight check on this. The classic insight check.
I was about to ask, can I also insight check Valeria?
Insight.
Yeah.
I want to just take it.
Anyone?
We all
Valeria
want
wants to
in.
do insight.
We all want to see you do it, though.
There we go.
Hey!
Is there a way that I could
Deception,
No.
please.
Deception? Okay, yeah.
No,
Guys,
let me live this. This is the highest insight I've ever rolled.
I'm sorry.
So,
I finally see through
Jin,
someone.
you see through Kaylin. Maybe you see a bit of yourself in there.
Oh god.
That's a
boy.
terrible roll for Kaylin looking at your modifier.
It really is.
But Valeria, yeah, seems legit.
Oh well. If she seems a bit much, you're welcome to ask for advice.
Or just, see, I'm not the right person to say this, but maybe be careful.
I'll take your word on it. Your name was Jin, right? I never actually said my name or did any of the pleasantries of meeting a new person.
Nah, it's fine. Meet new
Hi.
people all the time.
I'm killing
Tom, like you said.
time. Yeah.
I know, I'm Jen. That's all you need to know.
For sure. Sounds that socializing. I'm really good at this.
We'll work on you. We'll get you walking around the streets of Woodsborough.
You can see other girls walking around the floor now as well, and you suspect that maybe this establishment doesn't just make all its money off of the drinks as is put on the door. Ro, you see the high-heeled stocking stop in front of you, under the brim of your hat.
You just passing through, or is there something that I can help you with?
She carries on, but a note flutters onto your lap. It just says,
Good.
"Room free, no charge." We need to talk.
She's gonna take her drink. I guess I'm destined for room 3. Does she recognize the bartender as he knew? Or she knew?
Yeah, the bartender, she's new. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. The place is a lot bigger than it was as well. They've cleared out most of the furniture. The stage wasn't even there before. You know, people used to dance on the floor.
I know, it's been crazy. So she passes the note forward and she's like, I guess I'm due to go to 3.
Oh, man, no charge. You know these girls get. Oh, she must really like you.
No doubt. And Ro didn't actually see who it was, so she's a little bit worried. She just noticed the stocking. She's like, oh god, what have I done? So she's gonna head up the stairs. And she's like, but you want to ask for me, and I still need to talk to Victoria. Can you please send her to room 3?
She ain't around, honey. You'll hear soon enough. I've got customers to serve.
What? So she's just gonna head upstairs. She's like, not around. Let's be serious. That old bag is just as tough as nails. Ain't nothing gonna put a nail in her coffin but me. She's gonna go upstairs. Hopefully. Count them down. Why? There's so many. Don't more rooms.
I think in this case, sorry, my lips just went really funny with you. I think in this case, as you start heading up the stairs, the other 3, including Jin, will catch sight of Ro.
Ro does not notice you guys. Got a lot of. Is you give a finger guns gesture with her drink in her hand to the bartender, like she heads upstairs.
I know I promised not to be a snoop, or not to pretend like I didn't know her, but well,
Oh, who?
sort of nod to the stairs.
Just to make sure, she's a blonde, right? The
Yeah,
white
she
hair?
looks with white haired. Yeah, she's white haired. Basically the same way I dress. Same exact way. She's human. Yep.
That striking human over there with the white hair.
Yep, didn't take her to be this type, but she said she had things to do. Huh. Well,
We should follow her.
you want to go upstairs in a place like this?
What kind of place is this?
Oh boy.
I love Jin and
You really don't talk to a lot of folks, do you?
Oh
Karen?
no.
No, this is an experience.
I mean, you're welcome to have another experience if we head up there, but that's kind of what we're in for if you're wanting to follow.
What do you mean?
This is a heads up. You understand what I mean?
No.
There's a lot of folks having sex up there, is the best way I can put it for you.
Face gets all red again.
I was gonna say that, but you beat me to it. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to go for subtlety. Other times you got to go for just a blunt approach. This might be one of those blunt, like a hammer or a shotgun to the face kind of approaches.
Let's just not go upstairs. Let's just make sure knowing my not friend but traveling companion who might be up to something, let's just hope nothing upstairs explodes. And we might need to sit you down and talk a little.
Phrasing.
right?
Whatever do you mean, Scratticus?
I mean that a one of the girls, another one, comes along and seeing the red face, they know what to look out for, and she's going to reach out and just hold Kaylin's wrist and try and turn you around.
Hello.
I'm gonna let this happen. This is hilarious to her.
Hey, you want to come upstairs, sweetie?
Upstairs?
Upstairs.
What do you want to do up there? Are we gonna play cards?
We can play cards if you want. I promise you'll have a good time.
I feel like I have to pay.
Well, only 50 gold.
Oh my god. I need an adult.
I'll be your adult sugar.
Oh, God.
I mean, ma'am, he's a bit fresh in the years. If you need some company, I'm more than happy to oblige.
She looks at you and says, sure thing, if I'm your type.
I'm everybody's type.
Well, like I say, it's just 50 gold. More if you want more.
Oh, bit of a first timer for this kind of thing. Sure can't offer a discount.
And she just sort of like goes, "No, when the place is this full, honey," and turns and carries
Fair
on.
Oh well. See, doesn't take that much to talk with them. Valeria's just sort of giving you a slightly shit-eating grin while looking in your direction. Just sort of like, kind of enjoying the moment a little bit.
Jin's jaw is like 100% on the floor. She is impressed.
Did you just ask her to lower her price?
Fortune favors the bold.
Remind me, what kind of holy person are you again?
Cleric of Avandra, Lady of Change herself.
We need to have a talk later. Maybe not right now, or here.
I mean, I'm more than happy to go for a walk, or we can go and join your friend upstairs. I mean, either way, I'm more than happy to go whichever way help is needed.
Have the 50 gold to pay to go upstairs. Whether or not I want to is out of the question.
Fair point. I suppose that means we need to get money in that case, huh?
I'm no good at cards.
You see the same woman taking another younger gentleman upstairs. His face also flushed bright red.
Oh, look, you're not alone.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Lots of people are red-faced here.
Oh.
Upstairs, Ro, you can hear certain things, but making your way to room 3, the door is unlocked. There was a guard, think Zarya woman at the top of the stairs who's just like keeping watch over everything, and when you
You're
came
the
up,
one.
she just sort of like looks at you.
You're the one that should be in this room, sweetheart.
She gives you a
She's gonna
little
walk in.
smile.
She just walks in.
And she lets you go. As you approach the door's unlocked. Sitting at the bar is the woman who was on stage. She has her back to the door, and there's papers all over her desk. This doesn't look like one of the working girls' rooms. This looks more like an office.
What the hell? I thought I was hidden enough. You recognize me even with my hat now?
And she turns around and she's like, Ro, Ro, I am so glad you've returned.
Ain't no reason for you to continue your act.
No, really. I looked up to you so much as a child.
Oh, man. I hope not. You shouldn't have.
It was a real shame what happened when that guy did what he did and then did himself too.
What are you talking about?
I would have run away too.
What are you talking about?
I should not have brought it up.
For one, thank you, I am quite the dancer. Two, what do you mean? The guy did. I ain't gonna get. I'm just wondering what the rumors are around here.
Well,
Also,
that's
my
how
drink is
it
running.
happened, isn't it? There's some more drinks in the cabinet. Help yourself.
Hey, she's gonna pour a drink. She's like, keep talking. What do you mean? What happened?
When they found your mother and her client both shot in the head, and you gone. Well, you were such a sweet child, Ro. I would have run away too.
Yeah, that's what happened. Okay. It was all by his suicidal tendencies. What on earth? So you're saying?
It's not important, really. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring it up. But listen, I'm so glad you've returned. Madam Victoria, she's in trouble.
What do you mean she's in
I've
trouble?
been trying to run the place in her stead.
She probably deserves it. What do you mean she's in trouble?
I see the road has been tough on you, Ro.
The road's been tough because that's what it's always been. What are you talking about? What do you mean she's in trouble? She's only dug her own grave. Now she's looking up and realizing how deep it is?
No, she's under arrest, Ro.
For what?
The laws. She wasn't paying her taxes or anything. She's under arrest, and when they investigated the taxes, they found out about her covering up when that guy did the things, and they just found more and more incidences like that.
So she covered up for me. Stupid.
Comes over and puts a hand on your shoulder. There. I know she was like a mother to you, right?
She was a monster. But she doesn't deserve what she's getting now.
Well, they passed sentence last week.
What? What? What do you mean she passed sentence?
I mean, they carry out the order this weekend.
This weekend, so she's not dead yet, right? No, she ain't dead yet.
Not yet, no, but Ro, maybe you can help her.
She's gonna pause for a minute. She realizes that's exactly what she was here for. Like, she was here to murder Madame. And now she realizes that someone else is gonna do it. Is she gonna save Madame to murder Madame? Or she's gonna save Madame because she deeply, like, is attached to Madame? So she's gonna pause for a minute. Well, like she used to say, strong girls don't cry, so we're gonna take care of this in one big swing. And you're gonna help me.
There's no way, Ro. I'm just trying to keep the business afloat. I've got angels and demons and devils
Yes.
sitting on my shoulder, offering me pacts and business loans and you name it. I'm just trying to keep the place going.
That's sweet. That's the thing, sweetheart. You're gonna let her back in here and she's gonna manage it all. Because if hell is going to continue, then it's gonna be her. But don't worry. I'll get her back for you.
Oh, Ro, I appreciate it. I knew you'd come through and save her.
Yeah. Alright. But could I have another drink before we leave?
And she, like, fills up your flask.
Yeah.
Why don't you make me a constitution save? In fact, maybe 2.
Yeah. Probably. Probably deserve this. Here we go. Oopsie, wrong button. Oh, hell yeah. The second one was not
That's
so great,
okay.
though.
You're only 3 stages of drunk. So hang a minute as I bring up the rules to remind myself.
Don't mind me.
It's one of the things where I tried typing the link into the search bar and it does a 404, but if I actually go through... Oh, yeah, no, I actually downloaded this one. But I know you go fuzzy in the head. You get a pleasant buzz filling your head, rather. Your passive perception drops by 5. And I think the first one is strength, dex, and constitution saves fail.
Yes.
Checks, not safe.
Checks get disadvantage, that's it.
Just tell me. I don't want to know. Never mind. She just leaves. Takes her drink. I'll be back.
So before you leave, let's scan back around to Jin, Killen, and Valeria.
How red is Killen still?
Kaylin is, well, underneath the silver skin is still a little red.
So you understand, it's not just dancing, right? You get that part now?
I think I understand now.
Alright.
So they make money here to have
Yes.
sex.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Proud of you, kid.
I'm proud of
Nice.
myself. I am very proud of myself. Thank you for letting me know what this place is. We didn't have this back in my hometown.
A muscle-bound gentleman with an open-fronted chest and large mustache come over, and they tap you on the shoulder, Killen. And say, my colleague said perhaps you prefer a different partner.
Hello?
Hello, handsome.
How much are you?
For you, 40 gold.
Oh.
Oh.
What services do you provide?
That's just for your basic 30 minutes. I hear you're quite new, though. You might not want to go for any of the more advanced treatments.
I'm gonna pass. I don't have enough gold.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, have a good evening. And sort of like hastily moves on to someone else.
Well, that's one way to let them down.
Yeah. I didn't like his mustache.
You know, that's fair.
Didn't want to ride that.
Okay. Well, to each their own. Are you gonna actually... Do you actually want to go upstairs, or... Shall we, move on?
Are you... Do you want to go upstairs with me? Is that what you're asking right now?
No. You... No.
No, I don't want to use the services of this place.
My cleric friend, you are free if you'd like.
Unfortunately, I'm not blessed in the area of coin. Otherwise, it might be worth a try or two. Folks here seem quite attractive and all.
I'm obliged to pass this time around. Well, now that we've educated the little one, we should probably get moving before they start thinking we're loitering.
Are you certain we shouldn't be waiting for your friend of yours to show up? She seemed interesting type.
Give it a couple minutes. We'll see.
Is she using the services upstairs?
I don't know what she does half the time, to be honest. We just kind of stuck together.
How did you meet?
We were both in a town, and then I might have set a bar on fire.
As one's inclined to do.
I mean, that happens.
For money reasons or for personal reasons?
We'll go with the latter for easy explanation. It was complicated, but long story short, now we're on a job together, going off somewhere, and kind of need her around.
Jin, was that Terrence behind the bar?
Oh, God, I hope not. But hey, real quick, I forgot. Can I ask for my letters before I leave? I demand for my letters.
She's like, I'm sorry, I haven't picked up the post yet this week.
So useless. Okay.
If you could pick up mine for me when you go, that would also be very helpful.
Hell nah. Have you been to the post office? I've been to the post office. It is a nightmare. And if there's one thing I'm not doing, it's picking up your post.
What? No,
Hey.
the post office is so efficient and an establishment of joy and good business.
Yeah, you had too much to drink. You need to calm down. Because I've been there, and it's like hell on wheels. It just keeps turning, and all you do is get tortured every time it turns.
I am sorry that you've had that experience. And as you leave, Ro, I think on the way down the stairs, you will definitely be able to see. You'll see Jin this time from the stairs up. You'll see her on the floor as you come down. And Jin, if you're keeping an eye out for Ro, I don't care how much you hide the hat in front of your face. If you come down them stairs, you're going to be seen too.
That's fair. I would only expect that much.
Do the rest of us see her?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, can we backtrack to the whole who was behind the bar thing? Can we go back to that?
No, we can skip over it. It's fine. It's fine.
Wait, no.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's probably nothing.
It's probably nothing. Okay. It's fine. I'll wave over bro. I know it's you.
Oh, Jesus.
You're really hard to hide. It's
Yeah,
like
it was.
the next county over has that hair color.
You know, it's not my fault. My mama was. I think my mama had this hair color. Pretty sure that my mom had. Nevertheless, what the hell are you doing in this joint? There's a million joints around here.
It was, well, the show was free. That show.
That was a shit show. That was what that was. And she takes her hat and she puts it beside the bar. That was a shit show. That's what that was.
Doing all right?
She looks a little bit more ragged than she normally is. Yes. But she's gonna look and I'm fine. Ain't nothing more than coming into a shit town with a shit show. Who are your friends?
Well, that's Valeria, and that's Kaylin. Valeria's a holy person, sometime, and Kaylin's new.
So, we got a cleric of sorts, like the male guy. And who's this?
Maybe not like him. He was different.
He was
I
quite
like
different.
I like this one. No offense. I like you.
Oh, it's much appreciated. Your friend seems just as charming as you are.
Thank you.
Oh, intriguing. That you seem so flattering.
I'm flattering to everybody, honey. I treat
Ah,
everyone
well.
with as much kindness as I can give them.
Well, that deflates your last moment of spoke, but it's okay. We'll pass on. What is your name, Redface?
I'm killing time.
You're killing time. Was that your mama who spoke to that name, or was that a name you chose?
I was given.
Given to you by your mama?
Yeah.
It's okay. She reaches over and she pats you on the head. She goes, Life moves in weird ways, and if that's your name, it's your name.
They were debating between Killen and Justin.
Yep. She leans in, she's like, I'd have chose to kill him. Don't worry.
I feel like it's a good name.
Much better than Justin. Who wants to be Justin? No one wants to be just in time. Killing time's a little bit more ferocious.
Yeah, it's cool because I'm killing time with you all.
Okay, let's calm down. Let's bring it a little bit lower. How old is this boy?
He's a bit of a youngin', if we're being honest.
He says
And if
he's
it's-
21,
I'm
but
21.
Are you now?
Oh,
I'm gonna roll a. I'm gonna roll a. It is an insight check on that. No, I believe you. That is a terrible situation. You looked very young for 21.
Well, I'm half elf, so like, you know.
Half elf, you say? Probably not the good elf. She's gonna talk in undercommon. She'll be like, the only good elf is the one that speaks the right kind of language.
And
Speak a-
you got to be right there in undercommon.
Yeah, she's like, slightly blushes and she's like, "It's a damn miracle. It's a long time since I heard someone speak that language."
It's a fun language to talk, speak.
She leans back to Jen. He ain't. Well, experienced, is he?
Nope.
Yikes. Well,
There ain't no one nice way to put it now.
explains a lot of things. You know, life is different here. What brought you two here?
Well, you see, like, I'm out experiencing the world because, like, where I lived was kind of boring. So I wanted to, like, you know.
And you cleric of some sorts?
That would be me.
Yes.
You looking to know more about me, Sugar?
You know, I'm looking to learn about a lot of you. All of you, if you can give it to me. I
No, I
can
can't handle all of it. Is a big. Oh, are you sure? The way you're handling some of that drink, it doesn't look like you got that much in you.
Well, I've had many drinks before I showed up here, so trust me, I can handle your story.
The story's not the only thing I got to give, though.
Ooh,
The
I like the
place is-
playful type.
place is kind of emptying out, ready for the next show. There's a drift of people coming in and a drift of people heading out. What I'm saying is, you can go with the flow and join people leaving the establishment if you wish. Might be a bit quiet. It's a little hard to hear each other.
She's gonna lean in, Jen. She's like, I got a little bit left to do here. I gotta. Break someone out of jail. Ain't any different than what I did to myself. I see your friend, the red-faced man. He's probably good with his fingers. Well, what he's trained with.
In Undercommon, he's just gonna be like, yeah, I'm pretty adept with my hands.
Keep talking to me like that, and you might find yourself a little bit over your head.
What?
Oh boy, can we decide? Are you taking him along for your little mission or not?
Well, I was hoping that you would help to make this a little bit quicker, but your friend, your other friend, may not be so excited to join in. So we need to figure out how to entice them to join.
Are you saying this in common to Jen, or are you saying this, like, trying to say this sneakily?
She's trying to say it sneakily because she's hoping to.
Like, right there.
She's hoping to, like, say that, like, super quietly.
Kind of
Just checking.
back. How do you feel about jail?
Jail's, to be perfectly honest, is a terrible place for anyone to be. Jail's where you stop change. Jail's where you.
Well, there you go, Ro. We did it. Let's go.
Perfect. So she leans in. She's like, I gotta hope that you guys will help me with quite the conundrum. See, I have a friend who might be unjustly accused of something that may have or may not have happened, and I wish to spring her from her unlawful cage.
I have two important questions to ask. One, does she seem the redeemable type?
I hate her with all my fiber of my being, but unfortunately, yes.
Well, if you hate her that much, she must have given you a reason. She's done that much bad. Plenty of stuff to work with. So that's one. And second, equally important question I have to ask: is she as cute as you?
Damn.
You know, I like the way you talk. But no, she ain't exactly as... You know what? Do I need to roll an insight to see if this is a deal breaker or not? Madame Victoria, there's a reason why she runs the joint. She doesn't. Do I need to roll insight?
If you like.
Okay, well I might need to know this is like a deal breaker or not. Is this a deal breaker?
You get the sense, given how playful Valeria has been the entire time, she's willing to ride with you, basically ride or die in any situation you ask her to bring her into. She's already smitten with the group, so she is already just helpful. And you definitely get the sense there's almost like a, not like puppy dog, because that sounds condescending, but almost a level of like, oh, sugar, you're gonna cause mischief, aren't you? I gotta make sure I contain this as much as I can. It's
She ain't
definitely that
wrong.
kind of vibe.
She ain't wrong. But
She ain't never wrong.
she leans in and she says, well, she may not be the sweetest looker, but it might be best that you might be looking out for me. You know, simple old me is quite the troublemaker.
Well, I've dealt with some trouble in my time, and I've served the Lady of Change as best I can, and I'd be doing her ill if I didn't try and help you as best I could. And, given how much she's riled you up, she's definitely at least half as cute as you are, so definitely worth the work.
Well,
She gives you like a very like cheeky kind of wink, but it's just all very good-spirited and happy. Also, dear, are you handling that liquor well? Do you need any help with that?
Ian, do you need help with it?
Do you need any help dealing with the effects of it?
Oh. She looks over, she looks at Jen. Does she handle her liquor well? She kind of gives you like a look of like, should I gesture some of this over there?
I think if I remember correctly, she said she don't drink, so two of us are in that same boat.
I'll have some.
Oh. She looks over at the cleric first. She's like, "Man, it's so too bad that you don't play with the spice alive." And she passes to the rogue. And she's like, "Because sometimes getting a little spicy is what life's about." She then passes to the rogue, and she's like this, "Hey, red face, she touch your face a little bit." And she's like, "Take a shot, but try not to backwash into my." It is gross.
Went from flirty to creepy real quick.
Yeah, you know, she gotta make sure. She gotta make sure. Don't be. She's not. He obviously is not used to certain situations, so she gotta make sure there's no backwashing her. Shit.
Can I do a performance just to see how well it goes?
Oh no.
What, the drinking or the...
Yeah, the drinking. Or wait, what would...
The drinks actually do require a constitution save. They have
Yep.
effects, but if you would like to do
All
something
right.
fancy with it, you could do a performance check.
Yeah, I want to do first.
Oh, you mean like
Constitution.
to not choke and stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, the constitution roll will determine how hard the DC of the performance roll is.
For sure. So Constitution save first.
18 DC 8 performance.
Performance.
Looks like a hardened drinker. Since you passed, you get a pleasant buzz that fills your head, as you only take one level of drunkenness.
You see Ro like sweep in a little bit, and she's gonna her nose barely touches yours, and she's gonna say it under common. She's like, Ain't nothing sexier than a man that can hold his liquor. That may be a man who can actually pour the liquor. But we'll move on to that.
Responds back in undercommon, just like, that drink was really, really weak. Maybe get some stronger stuff next time.
You got some.
There's that bartender
Some.
again.
What? The bartender? What bartender?
Maybe Ro notices as well now. Was that Terrence behind the bar?
Is she gonna notice? Is that the roll perception? Do you have to roll perception check? Do
No.
we have to
What's your
roll?
passive? What's your passive perception? Reduced by 5. Maybe Ro doesn't notice. Jin notices again.
I would say my perception is not so great right now with my
Yeah.
drunk.
Because of your passiveness. Okay, cool. So we'll say that Jin hasn't drunk anything, so maybe Valeria will see them as well. But Valeria, doesn't know them from Jack. So, yeah, that looks like Terrence.
Jen does a huge double take. Pardon me for a second. I think I see someone.
Do you need
Where are you-
backup?
No.
Where are you going?
I think I've been around here too. I think I see someone I recognize.
What do you recognize? You been here before?
I just jab Rowan like the elbow and then just nod my head over to the bar.
You'll see him. Mixing drinks.
Okay, so
Taryn?
who's
Yeah, I'm talking to him because he shouldn't be here.
Ugh.
okay? Side note: how cute is Terrence though?
Oh, cute as hell.
Ugh.
Cute as all
Yep.
living heck.
Yep.
We never
Like-
actually described him. Jen just immediately was like, yes, him.
Mm.
Wait, yes, him like yes, or yes, him like yeah, that guy.
I'm out of practice.
The
Got
first-
stuff to deal with him with. What is he doing here?
I don't know. I've gotta talk to him. Just make sure nothing catches on fire, I guess. Because that seems to happen too.
Are you gonna
You
set him
know-
on fire?
No, it's fine. It's not like, why would he be working here? Like, out of all places. No, this is bad. This is not good.
How did he beat us here? We
Can
traveled on
Valeria walk up
horseback.
to the bar?
Oh God.
Kaylin might actually follow Valeria too, because if he's like a hottie, then just there might be some intrigue from Kaylin.
Oh yeah, he's hot. He's got washboard abs. That's all I really remember.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Because Scrat, that's all you described.
I know. I
Now, how
described more.
washboardy
I said
are
he had
these
tousled
abs?
You
hair.
just said he's a.
I said he had tousled hair, brown eyes, and washboard abs, and all you've remembered is
Is
the
a washboard.
Okay, but does he have
Important stuff.
a mustache?
No.
Before the rogue can go though, Rogue's gonna grab the rogue back the shirt a little bit because she needs to. Whoever is leaving like last is gonna get grabbed. She does not want
I would
to.
probably have been the rogue because I went up first.
Dang, she can grab the rogue, and she's gonna lean in. She'll be like, "Sweetheart, are you gonna leave a woman wanting? That's a terrible, terrible mistake." Then she lean in and be like, "You fucked up. You need a cover story. At least I got mine.
Cover story for what?
Don't worry about it." And she is the rogue still gonna try to go away?
You probably caught onto the scarf and it just stayed.
Since it's a loose. Well, ain't that the way it goes? Son of a bitch. You wanna... Are you cold for the winter? Probably not, Jen. Oh, we're gonna have to deal with this.
Okay, I found a picture of what Terrence roughly looks like, and I'm putting it in chat.
Oh,
Of course
Lord
you
have
are.
mercy on you all.
Yep.
Oh my
Valorous.
god, I'm so in.
He's mine. He's mine. He's mine.
He has such a sweet
We're
smile.
not sure. We're not sure. I don't know. Well, Jin's just gonna look at Ro. I'm going after them. You don't have to.
I don't have a choice. They're supposed to be our help with my current situation. I just don't really like the fact. Don't worry about it. We're gonna figure out why he's here, and she's gonna slowly like follow behind Jen.
Yeah. Dang it. I'm sorry.
Just saying.
She's gonna follow.
Well, as you get to the bar, he turns to you and says, "Hey there, what can I get for you?"
What the hell, Terrence?
I think.
What are you doing here?
I think
Sorry?
Valeria got there first.
Yeah, Blair.
Valeria probably was about to say something, and then Ro just like comes like stomping in. I feel like that's a very legit. Like I don't know Ro very well, but I feel like that's a very Ro thing to do.
Unfortunately, it's true.
I was just curious to see if you happen to know my companions at the moment. They seem like they know you.
Just bringing in the tea.
Right.
Valeria doesn't know. She just talks to everybody. She likes everybody. She likes being liked by everybody.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
He's looking confused, and he's like, "Sorry, I just serve drinks. What can I? Sorry."
What do you mean you don't recognize us, Terrence? What do you mean you don't? What do you mean you don't recognize us?
Why do you keep bringing Terrence up? How do you know Terrence?
Who the hell are you?
He's like, Suzanne, I gotta take a break. I'll be back in a minute. And he's gonna come around the bar.
So if you ain't Terrence, then who are you?
I think his twin brother.
Oh, close to.
That's weird.
I'm his cousin. Is something wrong with Terrence?
No. Everything's fine. Thank God.
My name's Larry.
Larry. Hold on. Well, me and Terrence had like this deal going on that I got like free drinks because I was so well behaved. So
Oh, this isn't the same establishment, I'm sure.
yeah, well, I also know Madame Victoria, so give me him. Give me.
The amount of people who come in here and say Madame Victoria, she's behind bars anyway. Ain't no one gonna be serving her.
You better watch your goddamn mouth when you speak to me and you speak to her name.
Look, you've come in here while I'm on my job and you're threatening me?
No, I'm threatening your fucking mouth.
And
Whoa.
Valeria tries to just get in and like diffuse the situation if possible.
I'm gonna try to persuade Lawrence, to give her a free drink with
Lawrence is the long handle. Yeah.
My bad.
Terrence, Lawrence, Terry, Lawrence.
I'm gonna be like, yo, no. Ro is actually the granddaughter of Madame Victoria. And like she hasn't been here for years. And like she comes back and she hears that she's in jail too. What? She needs another drink for free. Come on. Have a heart.
Ro is slightly more inebriated, and she's like, "How do you know that much?" Oh, she like my second mom. That's weird.
It's grandma. I'm just gonna roll in a persuasion right now.
Sure.
I mean, have a heart. Don't be all washboard abs.
Look, if you go across the street, they're giving out flyers for free shots. I'll give you a free drink then.
Useless.
Oh,
That
hell,
seems like
they're
a lot
giving
of
out
work.
They're giving out free shots anyway. He pulls
Well,
the
you
cheapest
know,
bottle of vodka.
You ain't no Terrence. You're a sad, pathetic version of Terrence.
I think he was just about to give you a free shot there, Ro.
I don't give a. I don't give a. I don't give a anything because you know what? You're a sad copy. A sad, pathetic copy. Terrence is better looking than you. Terrence is nicer than
we got
you.
a problem over here.
Bring it. Bring your Natasha.
Sir,
No.
I promise this is just a misunderstanding. I'd be happy to deal with my friend if that's all right. And I just try and I just pass him over, regardless of the situation. I pass him over just to the copper that I have.
No wait.
Apologies for taking you away from your work.
No wait. Natasha might be that good-looking woman upstairs. Shh. Bring Natasha.
Natasha's already on her way down.
Oh God, it is a good woman upstairs. Hello, Natasha.
Praise
As she
be the good
approaches,
lady.
Natasha has a very simple way of working. She is just going to try and pick up all three of you and just push you outside.
You know, you can pick me up. Ro doesn't even fight. She's like, you can pick me up anytime.
Would anyone like to try and avoid the grapple check?
Yep.
Sure thing. That'll be acrobatics versus her athletics. Please beat a 15.
Oh my gosh. Acrobatics, that's like something I'm not good in.
Well, you're good enough. You managed to slip under. She doesn't pay any attention. If anyone else would like to escape, you can. Try.
Is she picking up me too? Or
Yep, everyone.
Everyone.
Oh, so you said all three, and then I got.
Sorry, yeah, I meant all four. Sorry.
I didn't do anything. Okay. Ah.
Guilty.
You also
as-
slip out. Valeria, are you also just quite happy to be picked up, pushed?
No, I rolled a check for it as well.
22.
Oh yeah, so you did. All three of you slip away. It's just like the first you slip away, she just keeps a firm hand on Ro, takes you outside and pitches you into.
She's gonna, of course, first at the beginning, she's gonna roll her hand. She's like, "Don't worry, I'll see you again." And she's gonna catch her feet before she hits the ground. She's like, "I know, Madam Victoria, and you've been a bad girl. Don't make me come back and spank you."
She's actually going to use the shove attack as you get to the door, and try and push you into a nearby trough. You can oppose with athletics or acrobatics.
Yes, athletics, absolutely. Not so great.
Yeah, she pitches you straight into the trough.
I should have done acrobatics. I realize that's higher than that. She's gonna fall back into it and she's like, "God, what's wrong with you? Ain't no reason to be so aggressive."
No trouble. And,
You know, it's not my fault that your friend got aggressive.
And,
You didn't need to be.
do you speak giant?
I don't. I speak only Goblish, unfortunately.
After that, she says, "Haboykid molandonago."
I should have taken giant.
Yikes.
Should have taken giant.
Yep.
Kaylin. Hey, mate, which one's the accurate one? The second one? You're muted.
The first one would have been a 13, and then I forgot to put the modifier in. But then, yeah, so the 13's the real one.
On a 13, Jin, what's your passive?
10.
And Valeria too.
16.
Valeria, you see Kaylin has put his hand on one of the bottles just behind the bar.
Is there, because it's like a old-timey kind of bar, is there like a little little panel for like when someone wants to like get by the bar, like they push it down like on little hinges in order to get around the backside?
Yeah.
I use thaumaturgy to make the hinge hit him in the backside so that he doesn't take the bottle. Like my light
I mean,
just
this would be
my
a
eyes just
surprise
flare
attack
up and I
using
just
thaumaturgy, yeah. Because it's a surprise attack, I think this is just going to hit you, Kalen. Like, that's pretty surprising. You're muted again.
Yeah, that's fine. That yeah. Ow. He slowly takes his hand off the bottle, just like nothing.
This is very past when it happened, but I wanted to insight the whole cousin thing.
Sure.
I mean, I know I can kind of just roll insight whenever, because oh god, it does. Wait, how many advantages do I have?
2. You also have two auto successes, not critical.
You know, yeah, I'm gonna burn an auto success.
Sure.
Oh, thank God.
Honest as the day is long.
Huh. Cool. I'm
Weird.
glad I burnt that auto success. Does he? Is there enough like when he says is there enough like difference, or does he just look? Or does he look like an identical
They
copy?
just now that he said he's not, you can sort of look again and yeah, okay, maybe there is some differences, but it is strikingly similar.
Okay. I don't get any funny business from my gun, do I?
Nope. In fact, you haven't had any all day. Nothing today has
I know,
given you any
it's
signs of
concerning.
anything. Here we are in the town of Sin.
That gun's dead silent. Oh boy.
It's a little harsh and judgmental to say about a town of gambling.
Well, it is the truth.
Outside,
They
there's
are-
everyone else.
There are things that happen in this town that should not be spoken of.
Are we outside, joining a row outside for conversation? Yeah, that's good, because it'd be good to get away from the bar and onto the other scenes. In fact, I'm putting the prison directly opposite the bar just for convenience. There is a jailhouse just across the road.
What the? That is convenient. Did the red face come out? Red face, did you bring a drink of some sorts?
Well, I tried to steal a bottle, but someone slapped me with something, and no, there's nothing for you. All in on Undercommon. Just like it was a good bottle of whiskey too. It looked like, and it looked expensive. There was dust on it, so you know it hasn't been touched because people can't afford it. So.
You're a good man, red face. She says it under comment. She'll lean in. She's like, not good enough. Because you would have got that bottle next time. Maybe you'll work harder. Let's go. We're gonna save the trifling woman.
Okay. Do you approach the prison house?
Yes.
Just going in the front door?
No. That is not the choice we make. Before we get close enough, she's gonna hold a little time. She's like, we should probably think about this choice. Someone should go in there and distract the guard. And then the rest of us should try to break her out.
Well, before we get into anything, dear honey, sugar, you sure you're clear-headed enough to do this? You sure you don't want a little bit of help with clearing it out of your system?
What do you mean?
Well, if you want to clear your head, I'm more than happy to help.
I understand what you're getting at. Sometimes a little bit of alcohol helps the clearing of the head. Everyone knows that a little bit of alcohol gets you a little bit more tougher.
Valeria just sort of turns like exactly like that, just to look at Jin and just sort of like, is she like BSing me, or is this how she operates? The sort of the look she's trying to give you, just sort of like explain.
Terrifying when she's sober. Don't sober her up.
Fair enough. Just had to double check before I got into anything too hectic. And
It's
if you need
okay.
some If you need someone to give a performance, I'm more than happy to go in and give a distraction if you need it.
Ain't no reason for a performance. We just need someone to go in there and act like they're kin. Then they'll fight with the guard. The guard will say something like, "Oh no, you can't speak with her because she's on death row." And then you'll say something like, "But I'm family, and family is supposed to speak with the person before they die." And then you say something like, "Wait, I just said something that you said." And then the guard says, well, that's true. So, and then she lets you talk to the person, and then we're gonna break her out.
And shouldn't you be the one to say, "Hey, I'm family," since you're breaking her out?
I don't know if I can face her right now. There's something about her that just seems like I don't know if I can face her. So it's probably best someone else face her. You generally will see that Ro is a little bit uneasy about actually meeting this person.
Sure you want to be doing this, honey?
Yes. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't sure.
All right.
Who exactly are we breaking out?
Madame Victoria, the one who owns the establishment that you were in.
What?
Because it's best not to wonder if innocent people are put to death. You can roll inside for that.
I mean, I can, but I don't think anything will come of it. Hey, it's above a 10. Oof.
Roll my bluff check. I don't have bluff check. It's deception. Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, it's not good enough though, Valeria.
Valeria can see the truth of what you're saying.
So, in hidden, she is basically saying like, I am slightly attached to this person, and as much as I hate to say it, I have to break this person out because I am actually weak. And I don't want to admit it, but I am weak, and I don't let her die.
Valeria will go up to you. We'll go up to you, Ro.
Mm-hmm.
She'll place her hands on your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll just sort of begin speaking, going back and forth between celestial and infernal, and sort of start creating a dual set of voices repeating after one another. And she is going to channel divinity to use to give you this. Should be in the chat now. Joyous praise. Whatever you need to get through this, honey, I've got your back. For whatever reasons you want to tell us or you don't want to tell us. If you need a distraction, let me know. And may the glory of Avandra keep you safe and provide a little bit of needed change in your life, whatever good or bad might come of it.
So will that also affect Jin and Killen as
Yes, it will, because it's to everyone. So,
can
Jin,
do
you can
insight.
use my wisdom modifier for your wisdom checks.
Ah!
You've got a minute. Go. Insight everything.
Yeah.
Where's the patron? Come on!
Oh God!
And right after that, she just walks straight into the prison.
Straight in through the front door.
Straight into the front door.
Ro watches for a minute, and there's a little bit of moment of like she's watching you here. There goes my hero. Watch her as she goes.
And what does the front desk area of this prison look like? Out of curiosity.
Gotta help you. It's not the woman that manages the fucking post office and travel stop. God help you.
It's
I got a god on my side.
you can see this is a large room. There's cells all around. It's not like some state-of-the-art prison facility like we might know these days. But there's a desk in the center and just like barred cells all around the side. Cells look empty. Desk looks empty.
There's no one present.
You can do me a make me a perception check. You can hear the sound of repetitive movements from a cell, sort of slightly mechanical.
She'll walk towards it, just sort of amble forward with her cane, but before she gets to the edge of it, she'll just sort of tap the edge of the bars. Someone in there?
Yeah, you turn around and you can see a guy just like, "Hi, can I help you?" Dropping gun straight away. What's going on?
You by any chance related to the lady outside by the name of Roe? You Madam Victoria, or happen to know where she's at?
Nope, don't know her.
You telling the truth?
He's telling the truth. Passive insight, he's telling the truth. He's too tired. He looks dog tired. He just looks so tired. Big old bags under his eyes.
Is there a key anywhere around here to the actual cell doors?
Oh, he gets up, he walks across and with his left hand opens the door of the cell, swaps hands with a gun, carries on out the cell, and he's like, I'm in charge here, I look after the place. Can I help you?
Just looking to find whereabouts of Madam Victoria. She's in need of some company from some people who are rather fond of her,
Oh,
myself included.
Madam Victoria, she's not going to be heard here. She's not held here because she's throwing a gun across the room. I'm usually better at this. She's held up at the governor's place. I can help you get up there if you like. Giving up.
If it wouldn't be too much trouble, it wouldn't be too much trouble. I'd be happy to have you join us. Leading the way.
And you can see him like he sort of stands, and in fact no, he does drop the gun a lot. He has to pick it up and keep going. He just looks so tired with the whole thing, and he's like, yeah, sure,
make
I'll
a booty
take
check. Make a booty check every time it picks up the gun.
My name's Waken.
Waken, you look pretty tired there.
Yeah, that's self-inflicted. Don't worry.
You need any care right now? Do you need any loving? Any help? Any healing?
Nothing anyone can help with. Look, this is my own fault. I made a deal at one of them houses.
Which includes what exactly?
I'm the best gunslinger in the West. Problem is, part of the pact was I gotta practice all day, every day.
Does that include on me, by any chance?
Oh no, it's okay. As long as I flare, I don't have to shoot no one.
Do
What
I
happens
hear
if-
this?
Yeah, you'll hear it as you come in.
Oh, okay.
Do I hear this?
Sure, everyone can hear this. You all follow in right behind, right? You can just catch a tail
You're
end of the conversation.
You're the best gunslinger in the West?
Yeah, sure.
You've dropped that like 16 times.
Man, you tried gunslinging for like 48 hours straight.
Ro's gonna turn around, pull her guns out, and she'll be like, "Pow, pow!" Just roll it up and just both of her guns. Hopefully.
He has a legendary action. As you pull out your guns, you hear two bangs whilst he's still throwing. Bang, bang, and both your guns are knocked to the floor. I can shoot pretty much anything. I just gotta keep on flaring all the time.
What? Wait. So, why?
Well, I wanted to win a competition. I didn't want to get shot. You know, they made me mayor. I thought, well, if I don't get shot, I can be
Oh,
the
God.
quickest gun in the West.
Did you make some kind of like deal with the devil?
Yeah, I did.
Deal with the
Yes.
devil? That's not a thing.
It really is. You know, you just ask
Really?
Jen. She gonna pick up her guns. She's gonna reholster them. She'll be like, "You really should. Why did you two think this was a good idea?"
Well, I just. I mean, you don't really think about the consequences at the time, am I right?
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
have to do this forever?
I'm allowed to sleep 1 hour a week. They said I gotta practice more than anyone else.
Oh my God, that's a nightmare.
But okay, hear me out. Now, none of us are actually practicing right now, and we're all in the same room. That means you can stop, right?
No,
Nope.
I've been trying. There's this kid somewhere up north. He must practice all the time because I live by his schedule. Goes by the name of Scratticus.
Oh God, Spartacus the Kid. Yeah, I heard of him. He
You don't
ain't
mind
that.
me asking, who'd you make your deal with?
Oh, I don't know, some lesser demon, I guess.
Alright.
What do you look like? I'm just curious. I don't get
Oh,
out much.
This
He's
guy.
probably good looking,
he-
right?
He's a half orc.
Yep.
Stands 4'5". Looks like he was halved with a dwarf, perhaps.
Yikes.
So he's like dwarf height with orc features. And he's, you know, kind of lean actually, like not heavy set like you might think of a typical orc with a low brow and everything. He's actually quite lean.
You made me need to, you know, your choices are your own. Nevertheless, where is Madame Victoria?
Oh, they don't hold. She's one of the founders of the town, so they don't hold her here. She's held up at the governor's house.
Why? Why the governors?
Well, respect, I guess.
Okay, well, let's head on to that direction. Rogue should already know where the governor's is, right? That shouldn't have moved. Hopefully, unless he got some type of palace. And that the town has gotten better. Oh no! Why do you keep doing that face?
Well, I mean, we can head up there. It's bigger, I guess.
I mean, you just shot my guns out of my hands. Like hell, I trust you. You just stay here and do your damn job, which is like watching ants crawl across the ground and rethink of your choices, which are bad.
He is sort of looking around and he looks at the rest of you like, you don't want me to come? I got a sweet legendary action.
Didn't you just use it though?
Oh yeah, I get unlimited attempts. I just have to pay some kind of price.
Is it your life?
I don't think so. I'm not dead yet.
Okay, well let's bring him for an extra cannon fodder. Let's not tell him he's cannon fodder. Shh, but Lori, I can see the look on your face and I can tell you're a little bit uneasy about this. But let's take a moment and think about the benefits of this. Just take a moment. Just one moment. That's a decent moment.
She's just stone faced the entire time. She's just basically like, I've already accepted this is who you are as a person, and I love you and I support you, even as you make mistakes, and I will be there to tell you when you are wrong, when they inevitably blow up in your face.
See, she agrees. Ro doesn't catch
yes. I mean, she's standing in front of him the entire time.
it. Yep. So you should come.
Go
ahead.
No,
No,
you go.
go ahead.
You go.
You go first.
Kaylin wants to see what would happen if the gun was taken out of the guy's hands, and like he's like there just considering like, can I try to take it out of his hands? Do I do it? No, maybe. He doesn't do it though.
You can if you want.
I feel like this would be a bad move. There's no way to actually sleight of hand it out of his hand.
Not when it's
Rest of it out
constantly
of his
moving,
hand.
but you can always try.
Instead, he's just like, I think you should come with us.
I agree.
And back and undercommon, because I want to see that gun get out of his hands.
You see Ro with like a tweak of like spark of excitement. You know, you keep talking like this and we might see each other later. But don't get too excited. You might get the gun.
Say, if you wanna raid the governor's house, they're having a big like meeting tomorrow. All the governors and all the governor's men. We could just sneak in whilst they're doing that. They'll be you know, giving everyone
Does
all
that
their-
re-
all their
does that
gu-
require us to look at nice?
No. I'm just saying all their garden will be focusing on guarding the main like meeting house. We can just sneak
Hey.
upstairs. There'll be like a skeleton crew.
Oh, thank God. I thought we were going to have to dress up. There's already enough scars in this town. I don't need to be dressing up and no dancer.
Wait, are you saying we have to fight against skeletons?
Oh, no, there's only a few skeletons in town. I don't think any of them are working for the governor.
Okay. I don't like skeletons.
Who does?
What's wrong with skeletons?
They're a little shifty to me.
It's okay. I'll protect you. Maybe. So there's skeletons in the town. So there's some type of hoodoo, voodoo, undead man here. There's gotta be a man who holds all the power, right?
Well, that Baron is visiting tomorrow. What's his name? Baron von Bismarck or something like that.
Jin immediately swears under her breath. Probably an infernal, honestly.
You will see like Ro like just grow extremely upset, and she will cuss a million different ways in uncommon, and she'll say, I have never been so uncomfortable with my current situation. Why on earth is there this guy sitting here coming in the same damn man that was supposed to be our target when they didn't even know it was gonna be here? It's uncommon.
Valeria just sort of looks up at after all of this having happened and hearing the swearing and all of that, just mutters a prayer, speaking infernal to Avandra, and just sort of just starts walking forward just to see if anyone will start making movement towards where she thinks the residence is.
What do you say in Infernal?
Oh, glory be. Lady of Change, grant me patience to deal with. Just deal. Not even anything in particular. Just deal. Just I love you dearly, but sometimes you try my spirit just a little bit.
Jin just kind of looks over. What do you know about Baron, or this Baron von Bismarck?
You asking Valeria?
No, I'm asking
Anyone.
Waken. Waken.
The man with the fancy gun spills. You know this man, this Baron von.
Now there's
What?
some big hoo-ha about him coming up from that what's the place? Blank's Pass.
Blank Pass. Yeah, alright, cool.
What's he look like?
Well, he's Minotaur guy. He's
Look at
real
all these
serious.
monitors.
Got a nice goatee. Looks kind of real fancy, you know. Wears a nice burgundy suit with the fleur de lis, and he gestures with the gun like playing like where's the fleur de lis, you know, all across, and I don't really know what he's doing here. Something about some kind of business meeting.
Quick question out of character. The first Minotaur we encountered, did they look similar? Or are they different?
I don't know. We'd have to see him though. Unfortunately, I don't think we've ever seen Baron.
I'm
I
just
know-
trying to match that description with what I saw, the first Minotaur that I captured.
Well, no, I thought we murdered him. Well, technically, you captured.
I didn't.
Technically, we captured his spirit, didn't you? Didn't you capture his spirit?
Yeah. Well, so
Soul, technically, which is technically murder. But okay.
match description does not match description.
Yeah.
Doesn't match. The other Minotaur was quite
Yeah.
rough looking.
I was like, did he have the goatee or not? Because that was mainly my thing.
Nah.
All right, cool. Different.
You killed that
Weird.
Minotaur in that other bar.
We did murder.
Captured his soul and delivered it. Jin doesn't like to think too hard about what she did.
You captured that Minotaur's soul and delivered it.
Murdered. But okay. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Jin.
Jin
s-
will follow.
Does Jin still have the
Valeria.
toothpick?
Yes. Why?
Just checking.
No reason.
No!
Too late. You already said it.
I know that smile. That smile invites chaos.
If he does tee-hee, then it's just like, uh-oh.
Yeah, that's a real trouble.
I
would
follow
never
Valeria.
tee-hee.
Scared.
Let's
we got-
Well, it was nice knowing you, Jim.
Look,
glad-
if you want, the cells are pretty open. We don't get to go until tomorrow. Really, that's when the thing starts. So, if you
You
want,
want
you can
us
all...
to sleep in the damn cells?
I'm just saying it'd be free. That's all.
Do you want company?
Wait, me?
No, I'm talking to Mr. Twirling guns all day, all night.
No, I've got to twirl my guns all night.
Wouldn't be the first time I've been passed up. She's gonna go to the cell and she's close and she'll be like, you lock this damn cell and you're gonna get a shot to the face.
Are the keys to the cell nearby?
The keys seem to be hanging from his waist.
She's gonna put her hat up and everything.
Did Valeria walk away?
Valeria,
I think Valeria's in the
residence.
cell right now. She's in the cell chilling, drinking out of the flask. That's what it looks like.
yeah, Valeria's probably just started to like head off outside of the building, just sort of like, well, she knew a direction and she likes to wander. No one holds her
Jin
back.
probably runs after and starts yelling wait, but forgets to switch out of Infernal, so she's just yelling wait in Infernal, 'cause that's the last language she heard.
Stop.
Oh, alrighty, hold on. No, I'm stopping.
Kaylin's just tagging behind, just like, I don't want to be with this drunkie right now.
Rude.
She's like half passed out, right?
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to drag you into a jailbreak, but I honestly don't know why I expected any different. But
Well, technically, it's not a jailbreak. It's a governor break-in. A governor's house.
that's a little messier. This is gonna get a little messier than I thought.
Does Ro know that Does Ro notice that no one else is coming? She noticed that no one's coming.
Scrat.
Yeah, I
Oh.
guess. Yeah.
She's like, man, we couldn't just take a small break. Son, it's always about rushing to the situation. She just walks out of this jail cell. Just looks at the guy. She's like, where'd they go?
And he'll deliver the information.
She just walks out. She's like, it'd be nice if you tell someone if you're not up to like taking a nap or something. It's better.
I was just following. It looked like Valeria was leaving, and then Jin just left, and then I was like, "You were taking a nap," so I just was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go hang out with Jin."
Yeah, I get it. You're a follower.
Probably.
A tag along. Sad story. So, Jen, what's up with your story?
In Infernal, Jin says to Valeria, "Can we talk alone?"
She replies back in Infernal, "Be happy to take a moment to chat with you if you need it, darling. If you, before she switches back to common, she like leans over and she asks you like very like, not like seriously, but like with just at least a little bit of focus, like, are you sure she can handle her liquor? I don't get the impression she's doing so well, or is she always like this?"
This is normal.
Yeah,
She can handle her liquor just fine. She outdrunk a legend. This is just normal.
It's true.
Now, far be it from me to call a messy woman a messy woman myself, and she seems a downright delight. But if you want to chat, I'm more than happy to talk. And then she switches back to common.
Yeah. And in common, I need to talk. Give us a moment.
So you're leaving? With fine young woman?
We're just gonna be a moment. I promise we'll get back to giving you some attention and focus in just a little while. I'm certain you're not gonna die from lack of attention.
Okay. That's adorable that you would even say that. I guess I'll keep my attention to the red face man. Are you gonna be able to keep my attention while we're
At this point,
Self-ex-
Kalen has already just like stealthed out and is like on his own little adventure, just like.
Yeah,
wanted to
well,
see
we
what this
lost.
is like.
Yeah, we lost someone. He is gone.
Roll us a stealth.
Stealth? Roll stealth? Roll stealth.
Yeah.
Rolling stealth.
I have to roll perception to catch him.
Yeah, I need a. If you're actively looking, we'll need a. That's a persuasion.
Persuasion.
I tried. I clicked it. Oh, it's so
Oh,
good. That's even
damn.
better.
What?
That's even better. I want to
Kaylin,
grab.
you only rolled an 11 stealth. What happened?
So honestly, Kalen was like trying to stealth out, but like probably 2 buildings over, he like got his eye caught on something. And, like he was like, "Oh wow, that's a really cool. Like it's a shop with like food in it. Wow, they don't make that stuff where I'm from. That looks pretty good." And so like the stealth was just like total distraction.
Yeah. So you're like, oh well, we lost someone, and then there he is. He's looking at a shop. We haven't lost him.
Okay, I lied. He's right here. Killing time. You wanna like come back over here or what?
I just wanted to like check out the city
Did
a little
you?
bit.
Did you? You wanna come here and keep me company?
Sure.
He doesn't really want to, so you need to wrap up your conversation quickly. Come here, red face.
And by now, I'm still silver. My face is like completely silver now, just because like there's nothing like making me embarrassed.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah,
Just
no,
like-
you're good.
Valeria just sort of goes to the side and just
When the second that Kaylin comes close, Rose is just gonna lean her head like towards him, like as if she's gonna rest her head on him.
And I'm just gonna like just pat her hair and just like, it's okay.
Thank you. Oh,
Picks up her hat,
thank you.
gets it for her.
Places it back on her head. You're a nice man.
So what have you guys been doing before you met us?
Murdering people.
Why?
Those people are untrustworthy.
What? Who hurt you?
Lots of people.
And Kaylin will just like give her like a little bit of a hug and be like, it's okay.
Mm. That's all she's gonna do. She's gonna lean into the hug.
We pan away from the hug towards Valeria and Jin.
The minute Jin and Valeria get away, she just kind of goes, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Dear, I've been around a lot of brothels. I've been around a lot of dice houses. I've been around a few very friendly druids, and cannot entirely recall what happened during that week. Anyways, the details are unimportant, but let's say that the gist of it is that she's not the worst I've ever dealt with, and she seems absolutely pleasant when she has enough attention going her way.
Again, I gotta ask, what kind of cleric are you?
I spread the word, I spread gospel, and I spread revelry. You gotta enjoy life. Life ain't about just holding down some laws. It ain't about holding people in the cell. It ain't about holding them to too many high standards. Most I can ask for is freedom. Freedom to just get to be who you need to be and who you want to be. And sometimes that's being a bit of a messy person. So I got a lot of patience, and I got a lot of space just for folks who need it. And I get the impression that you're someone who might need a little bit of space and someone to listen. So when she sort of just eases herself down with the cane just to make it easier to drop down to the floor, because you could tell she's actually kind of not like physically hurting too much, but there's slight tremors to the way that she walks, and she just sits down. So if you want to talk,
Sit down.
let's talk.
What'd you say about freedom? What was that?
Huh? The best you can hope for, at least from the way that Evandra speaks of things, is change. Change doesn't really have any direction in terms of good or bad, but in terms of those of us who follow her, we try and think of it as use change as a way to give people more freedom. That doesn't mean that you don't hold them accountable when they do bad. It just means you give them space to try and do better and try and bring more good to whoever you can. And frankly, for me, and she sort of holds her hand around a little symbol that's actually been hanging around her neck, just tucked beneath the sort of like priest. She's wearing an outfit that's almost like white, red, and black that is like an old school style, like a father's like whole outfit. And she pulls out a symbol that's it looks like about the size of a gold coin, but it's spread up into 5 pieces that's made of copper, silver, gold, electrum, and platinum, with a little circle in the center with 3 little lines that look like wind waves. Change for people doesn't come easy. And for me, the best way to enact it is to bring them joy and to give them a lot of space for redemption, even if they've done a lot of bad. And frankly, I know a lot of people who've done a lot of bad, mainly because they didn't know what doing good was. So, you give them space. And I take it you need space, and I've had my space to talk as much as I need. So, I'm going to give you the floor and give you the space to say whatever you need to. And promise I won't judge you, even if it's terrible.
Say you made a choice, and it might not have been a good one, and you're realizing right now that it might have cost you a fair bit, but you're stuck because of the choice you made. How do you get out of that?
Well, before anything else, do you forgive yourself for the choice you made? Do you feel any guilt over it? Do you feel bad about it?
Look, I just want to know how to break a deal with the actual devil. I don't have that. Don't matter. How I feel don't matter, apparently.
Aw, sugar, you're looking at this the wrong way. You don't just do stuff and then figure out your feelings after the fact. That's what gets you into trouble half the time anyways. You sort them out, start with, and let that guide you. Half the time, change ain't about just trying to think about it. Change is about just feeling out what does your gut tell you. And if your gut's telling you, well, you know what, I've made a bad call here, then you gotta listen to that, sort it out, and figure out how to change. Because again, change doesn't have a direction. It just keeps going. It's the one constant you can have in life is change. Work with it as best you can. But if you're looking to get out of a deal with the devil, might I invite you to join the open arms of Evandra?
As an aside, during this hug, Ro, you suddenly feel like your words begin to slur as you gain disadvantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma checks. Then suddenly you're...
It's not my fault. I should have put a clip in my hat, in my freaking hat. It won't stay.
Suddenly, it seems as though you've got poor balance as you're more holding on to Killen than actually just hugging him. Hang on a minute, you're feeling real sluggish as well. It seems like your speed's halved. Before you know it, you're falling over. If Kalen wasn't holding you up, you'd be on the floor. Are you gonna vom? Oh my god, you're gonna vom. You're gonna vom. You're gonna vom.
No.
You're unconscious. Kalen, you're free.
Cool. Kalen's just gonna go wander.
My hero.
This does not feel normal, Ro. This feels like something else has done this to you. Like, since you started hugging Kalen.
I'm out cold though.
You are.
Right now.
You are out drunk, yep. We'll go back to Jin and Valeria. Carry on.
Mood whiplash.
Welcome to D&D.
This is actually a perfect time. I'll be right back.
What constitutes as a bad thing?
Did you hurt somebody? Did you kill somebody? Did you do harm when you could have done otherwise? Usual thing when it comes to doing bad. At least as far as I know. At least that's what my mama taught me.
God damn. Ugh. There's no simple answer to this, I'm assuming. There's not one thing I can do where I just pop, I'm free of this.
This is a slightly out of character question to our delightful DM. Would I know anything about these kinds of deals as a cleric? I'm not talking like the specifics of like how do I break Jin's particular like Eldritch particular pact, but just have I heard of anything like this to give it more for a how to give advice kind of perspective?
Yes. You would know that there is no way to break them that is not built into the pact. The pacts are usually sealed tight with get-out clauses, but those get-out clauses are usually hidden. The trick to people getting out of their pact is to acquire a copy of the text, to read it, find the get-out clauses, and then figure out what the cost of breaking their pact is. And for some, it can take years of repentance. For others, it's as simple as stop smoking weed.
I wish it was simple to stop smoking weed. I wish it was that simple.
Okay, knowing that, if that's the information that I do have available,
You do.
She would put a hand on your shoulder. She would wait to see like if it's okay if she can like move forward to like give the hand. If she doesn't want to like overstate her boundaries, and she'd just say, "If you done bad, that's not all of who you are, and if you want to get out of it, read the text." Honestly, like as happens with most divine things and unholy things, a lot of it comes back to you got to read the good book, or in this case, the bad book, or in this case, the bad contract by the sound of it. Figure out where to go. Figure out where your redemption is. That's the best advice I can give you. Figure out how to get out of it. And if you need a friend, I'm more than willing to help you and be there for you as long as I can be. Even if I gotta go soon.
Where do you even find? How do you even find copies of this? What? There's some Eldritch library that has a bunch of copies of contracts.
To our DM, I doubt I would know of any this particular location, right?
They're usually held by the deal maker.
This might be more of a case of speak to the one who's holding you on the tight end of the leash and figuring out if you can outswindle them. And mind you, given how well we both did at those cards, I don't think for now it's going to go so well. But you never know.
Lucky and been in my favor.
Yeah, well, luck's just another form of change. And I'm a bit of an optimist and hopeful type. So I'm more than willing to believe that it's going to change in your favor.
You believe a hell of a lot more than me than I do.
It's my job.
How do you do that? How do you forgive?
You let go of the things you can't change. And that's pretty much all of it to it. I don't forget that one of my mamas ran out on my other mama and they took years to patch up. I don't forget. And she sort of pulls back one of her sleeves and she has a whole bunch of tattoos all across her arms that look like they're map designs, but there's whole sections along her right arm that are burned. I don't forget folks who done this to me. And frankly, I don't forget the folks who give me shit for really any aspect of myself. Little as my hair, little or as big as my faith. But I can't change how people are going to treat me. Not something I got control over. All I got control over is how much rage, how much guilt, how much sadness they give me, and I hold for them in my heart. Don't let them take up all space in your heart, darling. Doesn't do you any good.
Jin reaches around her neck and pulls out a ring. that's been hanging around her neck. It's been tucked under her shirt this whole time, but it's a gold ring with a blue stone. And she just kind of like rubs it absentmindedly. I have a lot to make up for. I got a lot to be forgiven for. You said everyone can change, right?
That's what the good lady of change teaches me, at least. And frankly, if I've learned anything in all this time praising her, the best thing you can hope for is that everyone can change after a certain point. Not everyone wants to, and that's the thing too that comes with forgiving. Some folk ain't gonna give you that, and that's their call. Again, you got no control over it, but you got control over you. You got control over the freedom you have and the freedom that you can make for others. Sometimes that's enough.
Someone forgives you, even when they don't deserve to. They shouldn't.
Hey, dear, mind looking me in the eye real for a second?
She will.
You ain't a monster. I hope you know that.
Things I did might say otherwise.
I've known people who killed and spent the rest of their lives just trying to repent. I've known people who swindled whole families out, and then they grew up, they got older, made recompense. There's always time for change. Even the ones that everyone wants to think are lost. There's always room for change.
Well, thanks. I'll keep that in mind. Speaking of change, you might not want to be around for when we go raid the governors. It might go very poorly. It probably will go very poorly. You might want to get out of town.
Oh, I'm more than certain it will be, but who do you think's going to be causing the distraction while you're doing all this? You don't think I'm going to let you get off on your own without any help now, did you?
I mean, sometimes people decide that maybe hanging around a couple of chaos hellraisers like us is a bad idea.
Honey, you know what chaos is? Chaos is change. Chaos brings potential. So chaos is what I work with. I work with good faith, good cheer, good singing, and good love, but good chaos is part and parcel what I do.
You're a braver soul than I.
Oh, hell no. I'm just an adventurous gal, and as always, fortune favors the bold.
Jin will stand and then hold out a hand to help Valeria up if she will let her. And then they'll both probably peer out the alleyway and see Ro passed out.
Sure. Yep. Rose passed out, and you can see going to a dumpster nearby is Larry. And he looks across and then kind of walks across and says, "Sorry, I was working earlier. You all seemed real interested, like you had something to say. Did you... You mentioned Terrence. I've been worrying about him since I spoke to you. Is Terry okay?"
He's fine. Well, there was an incident with his bar, but it got rebuilt.
Oh, that's good. Is he doing
Yeah.
well?
He's doing fine. I mean, define well. He's making money.
All right, then.
Why? You heard anything from him?
No, we don't really talk.
Why not?
He lives so far away, you know? We all grew up and spread out in our family. We just
Family? How
don't...
many of you are you?
Well, there's not tons. Ma and Pa stayed back up north. My uncle is that's Terrence's father. Stayed down south. They've always lived far apart, and I never knew my aunt.
All of you go into the alcohol slinging business?
Well, yeah. It's part of the expansion. We originally were gonna make our Grampies famous magic brews, famous all over the place, but then all the recipes got out. So.
Ah. But your family invented everything.
Not everything. Some of them.
Well, good on them. Well, your cousin's doing just fine for himself. Last I checked, at least. There might have been another fire, but I think they got it handled. We sent a couple sheriffs their way.
Okay.
Probably right down to travel stop if you really need to.
Oh yeah, I suppose I could. Yeah.
You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. Well, it's nice meeting a somewhat familiar face.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too. Hey, whatever. My Terrence's friends are my friends. You're friends with him, right?
In a fashion, yeah.
In a fashion?
How out is Ro here? Constant throwing of names.
Pretty
Am I gonna wake
out.
up-
Pretty
I'm
out.
just out. I'm just okay. Good
Trust
night.
me on this.
Just good night.
Well, we might have had a fling or something.
Oh. Well, that kicks that idea. Well, anyway, I'm my place.
Sorry, what idea?
Sorry, didn't say nothing. I should get back. You guys, you're doing mighty fine. He tips his hat to you and starts
Well-
walking.
Like you said, a friend of Terrence is a friend of ours. A friend of yours. I'm always welcome to chat if you want. Like I said, it's nice to see a familiar face around.
I appreciate that, Jin. Maybe I'll
Did
take
I
that up on
tell
you
him-
sometime.
Did I ever tell him my name? Yeah. We'll talk sometime.
Catch you later. And we'll follow Terrence as Terrence walks away from Valeria and Jin and Ro. Rounds down into an alley. Doubles back on himself and...
Lawrence, right?
Lawrence, sorry.
Does it matter at this point? Does it? Does it really?
He
It really does. It really does matter at
walks
this point.
behind a tree, comes out the other side. A man in a tan duster with short cropped grey hair, middle-aged, walks up to Kalen from his vantage point where he was listening. Kalen, how did it go?
They were easily tricked. They thought I was a naive little person.
Clever, very clever. She wants out of the deal, Kalen. Give me something to use.
Well, she was just given information on the contracts. You could always pretend to give her a fake one or say maybe rewrite it.
That would be most dishonest and certainly not lawful if I was to rewrite it, but I've got to make sure that Jin doesn't get a copy of that contract.
You could
Is there
always give her a forgery.
Oh. Perhaps some kind of proxy could be used. Tell me, Kalen, is there anything I can use? Anyone she cares about?
The name Terrence has been brought up.
Yeah, we know about Terrence. What's her relation like with Ro?
They seem like family, like battling sisters. you could use Ro, I think, as a way to make her more willing to help you.
Did you spend time with Ro too?
Yeah, she's knocked out cold. Little trick I used.
Perhaps it's time to extend an offer towards Ro.
Maybe
wonder
help
what-
with the...
Sure, I'm wondering what she wants. Help me.
Well, there's always Madame Victoria. She's sentenced for death.
Looks like we got a new friend.
Could persuade to help.
You've done well again, Kellen.
My lord.
And thank you so much, WebDM, for that raid. But that is where we're going to wrap up tonight. How's everyone doing?
I'm just gonna ask if I can do one last thing before I go, but otherwise, good.
No!
You little shithead! You little shit!
I'm kind of glad I didn't get asked to be the evil person in this instance. I just got to be someone wholesome. Great.
Oh, you're
I thought
so
things were
wholesome.
going well!
No, by no means. By no means were they going well.
I thought it was beautiful using the wrong age the wrong way to cover up. Let's go round and talk to everyone. Let's see how we're feeling after this one shot. What our favourite part was and where we can find each other online. Let's start with Mackenzie.
Hi! I'm fine! I'm fine! That was good! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh boy. That was fun. I can't tell if my favorite part was the reveal or talking with Valeria, because man, Jid needed that conversation. Yeah. Hi, yeah, I'm fine. You can find me over personally at Mackenzie Lane DA on Twitter. In terms of streaming, I'm here every week, so if you want to know how that resolves, tune in next week at 7 p.m. on Thursday. I'm also over on the Greyhawk channel every Friday at 5 p.m. EST for the Old Faith, and I'm also in the DM seat every Tuesday at Encounter Roleplay at 2 p.m. EST for Keepers of the Lost. And then starting in July, a new announcement starting in July, I am going to be over on WebDM, who just rated us, for the Blades in the Dark campaign, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. EST. It's going to be super exciting. I'm super excited. I get to play a clever little tinkerer, and I'm super excited. I think there's going to be a bunch of crows. I'm super excited. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
T.
No, I hate you both.
I didn't tee
trusted
once.
both of you.
I didn't tee once. Okay, Kent brought up the tee-heeing, not me. Next around we come to Angela at Phoenix 24 Fem.
So, the session did not go in any directions that I expected, and I love that. I love how relaxed everything was, and I'd say I'm feeling quite good. I got to be the kind of character that I very rarely get to be, which is just genuinely just hopeful and nice to every person. That is not someone I normally get to play, and so I love that, and I love just getting to talk to Jin and also give a little pushback on Ro, because I feel like just the moment of almost flustering Ro is like my favorite thing to do with those kinds of characters, because I'm like, you're a hot mess. I can work with this. So yeah, you can find me over at Phoenix 24 Fem, or as one half of the Queerly Yours relationship podcast, where my partner and I talk about a lot of relationship things, or as a DM Saturday evenings at 11:30 EST for an all POC campaign run in a homebrew world that I created myself called Adventures in Agni. So yeah, and I'm also a poet on Patreon at Philosophem. So I do a lot of things. I am everywhere.
Awesome. If you could post some of those links in chat for me, I'd really appreciate it.
I will do that right now.
Thank you. Next around we have my interloper, my plant. Hi, Kent Weebs.
Hi, Kent Reeves with a Z. By the way, I had a whole lot of fun today. I really liked playing a naive character, which in actuality he was nowhere near naive and was letting everyone get fooled by it. God, my favorite part was actually like Ro just being Ro, if that means anything. All of you are just so much fun. You can find me at Kent Weebs on Twitch and Twitter. I'm a variety streamer. I'm right now doing a playthrough of Grandia 2, which is a variety streamer. Kent Weebs. First stream, guys. First time on Scrat.
First time.
I was good. I refrained from making any jokes. Feel like you deserve them now, though. I'm hurt.
Tee-hee.
Right?
It fun tee-heeing? Isn't it fun?
It's so great.
Last,
Right?
most certainly not least, I'm so sorry for knocking you out, Saito. Milady Saito!
Son of a bee. It's the ones that speak uncommon is the ones that you should be worried about. She should have known this. Nevertheless, my name is Milady Saito, and when I am not playing Ro, the gunslinging hellslinger, whatever. On Thursdays, I am a pirate captain on my own Twitch channel. You can catch me on Instagram, Twitter, and such. I love to talk. I play multiple different games from Dead by Daylight to Overwatch. I always love to play with my views. Like, come check me out and come play with me because I'm quite the avid talker.
Yeah. That just leaves me. Thank you so much. That just leaves me. Guys, check out all of the links that are being posted in chat. Best Interloper comes from Potato Hollow there as feedback. Potato Hallow, sorry. Check out all the links, all of our social links, places you can find us online. All of our sponsor information, including Major Hand Press, who created the Weird West expansion that we are playing today, and Bird in the Storm Publishing. Also check out all of our other websites and things that get 10 to 15% discount on all of your dicey needs. We will be back in just over half an hour with Fading Footsteps by Sage Ophelia, who's currently in chat, which will be a ton of fun. And we will also be back at the same time next week for more Riders on the Storm. And I wouldn't worry. I don't have anything else up my sleeve like this at all. I'm all out. I have no more ideas. I'm out of ideas, you know. Tee. We're going to be going on a raid. Does anyone have a raid cry? I'd appreciate a raid cry.
Someone said I just remember his abs.
Yep. That's it. That's the best. That's it.
I recall his abs.
That's the raid cry. Someone could get it in raid cry format for us. We're gonna raid cry with "I only remember his abs," or "I just remember his abs," or "Yeah, I just remember his abs."
I just remember his abs.
Yep, there it is. Thank you, Tater. We're gonna be going on a little raid. We'll be back in half an hour. We hope to see you then. Until then, keep on evoking emotions, everyone, and we will see you next week. Bye.